Hello and welcome back to our study of Peninei Halacha, the teachings of Rabbi Eliezer Melamed, Shlita. We are getting closer and closer to Pesach. Hope everyone's preparations are going well. And we continue to daven for Chalei Tzvagan Yisrael, for Shalom L'chol Petzua Yisrael, safe return of our hostages, dedicating our learning to Nishmat Seren, Daniel Shimon, Rav Doron V'Sheli Shem Damo. And as you've heard, Rav Doron is making the rounds here in the States now, trying to get the word out about the Vote WZC elections. Please take 5 minutes and $5. Vote for OIC slate number 5, OIC-MIZRACHI. Very, very important. The link is in the notes of the podcast, and you can easily just sign up and take care of that. Anyone over 18 in your household should please do so. And for many also, of course, this Shabbos is going to be sort of Shabbos HaGadol observed. Not actually Shabbos HaGadol, but because next Shabbos HaGadol is Erev Pesach, so many are doing the Shabbos HaGadol drasha this week, as I will. But until then, we have to learn Sidrei Kadima. So it used to be, and there actually are still some shuls, if you go into the Breuers community, for instance, in some other places, it used to be that only one person in the entire shul would say Kaddish. So let's say you had many mourners, and all of them had the obligation to recite Kaddish. So they had to establish an order of operations. Who gets to say which Kaddish? Aval kayom, Nogen Ashkenazim Kisvardim. Now, Ashkenazim follow more of the Sephardic custom. Shekol hanitzrachim lomar Kaddish. That anyone who needs to say Kaddish, omrim oso biyacha, they should say it together. Va'afilim yatsa shekol hatzibur yomer Kaddish v'lo yeshum mi shiyana acharem amen. And even if it's, let's say, the entire congregation is saying Kaddish and there's no one to answer amen, ein hadavar posel as Kaddish. This does not disqualify the Kaddish at all. Al shechatchila tov shiyu sham sheniyim. So it's better that you should have maybe one or two people that could at least answer amen. Ka'asher shnim yoser omrim Kaddish. If there are at least two people or more saying Kaddish, yishtadol omer yacha. This we cannot stress enough. They have to make sure it's not competitive Kaddish. Sometimes people are afraid to say it out loud. The whole point is saying it out loud and that people should answer. And also, when you say it out loud and you could dictate the pace, then everyone will follow along with you. So often, as it happens, is that people, one person's up to Yesh May Rabbah, one's up to Brichu. They're never up together, so nobody knows where to answer, and it's just all discombobulated. So the most important thing is that they should say the Kaddish together, mila b'mila, word for word. L'shem kach tov she'omri HaKaddish ya'amdu b'yachdav. And that's why it's best that those who are reciting Kaddish should stand together. V'im beis ha'knesses gadol v'kasher lem liskabetz l'makom echad. If the shul is so large that they cannot gather to one place. Ef sheb'diavad shebechol ezer yeh omer Kaddish echad. Maybe in each section they'll have their own Kaddish. And those who are around them shall answer. Now, again, that's an unusual problem, but it's not unreasonable to ask our Kaddish reciters to stand together near one another and also to say it out loud so that people can hear and not to race. Let's say you have two avelim, two mourners, who want to daven for the Amud, and they're both wanted by the congregation. So then we have, as we mentioned, in order of operations, there is a precedent that one has to follow. Zehaklal, this is the principle, the rule to follow. Hanimtza ba'avel shiva, kodem l'mishanimtza ba'avel shloshim. Someone who is in the week of Shiva, he'll take precedence over someone who is in the period of Shloshim. V'hanimtza ba'avel shloshim kodem l'mishibishnas aveluso. And someone who is in Shloshim will take precedence over someone who is in the year of mourning. V'yom ha'yartzeit shava alavel shloshim. And the yard ostensibly for a parent, by the way, is going to be the same as Shloshim. Let's say you have two who are on par. They have the same level of obligation and priority. They should just at least divide the davening between them. So the way you split it is that you first person should say Shachris and go until after Tachnun, what we call Ashrei. And the next one should continue from Ashrei and finish davening, and then they could switch it up if, let's say, they have the same priority the next following days. The main principle is it should never be a source of contention, never a source of fighting in the shul. That's completely antithetical to the whole idea. And sometimes you have more than two avelim. And also, you have to be sensitive. You have to be understanding. Sometimes you don't always have to be right because you may be technically right and have the obligation, but it may mean more to the other person. So one of the things that I've prided myself over the years here in the shuls that I have served is that we create an understanding, we create an environment where this hopefully should never become an issue, and I pray and I hope that it never indeed will. So, in any event, please continue davening for Chayalei Tzag and Yisrael, for Shalom L'chol Pitzvei Yisrael, safe return of our hostages, the Lord Nishmat, Sarah, Daniel, Shimon, Rav, Dom, Rishel, Shem, Damo. Please vote OIC-MIZRACHI number 5. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day. We'll see you here next time.